Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and this is Christina's Crafts, and I am going to be doing a DIY for you today, so I really hope that you stick around and check it out. Hi, welcome. So a couple weeks ago, well maybe a month ago now, I was going through Dollar Tree and I saw these cute little flowers and I thought I'm gonna make myself a little container of flowers to put on my desk at work for spring. So I went looking through my stash and I thought that this was like the perfect size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and my Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm probably gonna put, I'm gonna guess about 2 coats of the chalk paint on this. So I can kind of cover it up, and hopefully what I plan on doing, it's going to stick to my vase here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 coats of that on here. Okay, I have it all painted white. It's not the best, but it doesn't have to be because I am taking some of this Decor Snow Tex and I am putting it on my vase here and giving it a little bit of texture. So I'm just using the paintbrush and just kind of dabbing it on there. Now I'm pretty sure online there's some how can I say, like a recipe to make this yourself using baking soda or something like that, but since I have the Snow Tex here, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. So I'm gonna continue to paint the whole vase with that. Okay, so the Snow Tex by itself wasn't working that great, so I just took a little bit of it and I mixed it in with some white paint, and that is working way better. I don't know if you could, oh, there we go. So I'm just going around the whole base and doing that, excluding the bottom. Okay, so now that this is pretty much dry, I say pretty much because I'm impatient, I'm gonna take, this is, oh, I think it's steel, yes, steel Waverly chalk paint. And it's kind of watered down a little bit because it was actually kind of bad. And I am going to go over my base with the gray because I think that the gray is gonna look really nice with the pink. I like gray and purple and gray and pinks together. So I picked out this light colored gray and I'm gonna put a coat of that on my pot. And we shall see what it looks like after that. But I think it's gonna look really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a coat of that on here and I guess we will see. Okay, it is all dry and now I am just taking my matte Mod Podge and I am just putting a coat of that, a light coat of that on my pot so that all the little crumblies don't fall off of it. So just taking my time and just putting a little light coat on there. Okay, it is time to get this finished up. So my base is all done. I think it turned out really cute. I really like it. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think. Okay, so I have a little section of a pool noodle and I am actually going to, I cut a section out of there and so I could make it smaller to fit inside my base here. So I'm just gonna stick some hot glue in there and then stick my pool noodle in there. All right. And then that way I can stick my flowers in there. So, let me turn my hot glue gun off. I am going to start chopping these apart here so I can figure out how I want to place them in there. All right. Of course, we got these lovely tags on here. Let me see if I can slide oh, I can slide that one off. Cool. All right, stick these in. Oops, I almost put it upside down. All right, so now I have to see about what size I'm going to make these. Oh, jeez, I just ripped it right off of there. And now I lost its head. Oh dear. Okay, got her together. All right, let's see if that's gonna be think that might be just a little too high, so I'm gonna chop a little off. I'm kind of gonna kind of go with like where it's, you know, kind of taller in the back and then shorter in the front. That's my plan anyway. If I can get it straight. Okay. And then so far, so good. I actually wish I had more of these. Although I think it might fill it in pretty decent. We'll see. It's got to be shorter. It's better. And then one last one. Okay, does not look the best from the back, but from this way I think it looks really cute. I always like things symmetrical, but I don't quite have this symmetrical, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know if I like all the puddles though. They look kind of goofy sticking out like that. I can't put them up any higher though. It would be nice if I could, but there's a plastic piece on there. It's put together kind of weird. All right, let's just stick that back in there. Well, I think maybe that's just how it's gonna be. Or, no. I was gonna say maybe I stick some Spanish moss in there. No, I think that looks pretty good right there. Maybe I'll take some of those flowers out or some of those leaves off of there. It might be just a little too much. I don't know. It's cute though, regardless. I love these little mini daisies. They're so adorable. I wish I would have bought more of those. Okay, and then just one little last touch that I'm going to do, and I'm going to take some jute here, and I am going to, oh, probably should turn that back on. Wrap it around the top part here. I think I'm going to go maybe twice. Maybe 3 times. Let's see. I'm going to go actually down and under. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 3 times. All right, and then I'm going to hot glue this down on the back. And snip this off. And then kind of try to straighten these out a little bit so it looks so goofy. All right, I'm going to burn some of these little strands off here without trying to start my flowers on fire. Oh, I knocked my flowers out here. And I think that one was supposed to be in the front, actually. There, make sure that's in there better. Okay, yep, that's the back. Okay, and then, yeah, I am going to make a little bow with my jute, and then that's going to go on the front. Yeah, just a little bow, just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this made and then burn the ends off of this and then hot glue it onto my vase. Okay, so I got my little bow made and I'm going to stick that on the front here of my vase. Thinking I'm going to maybe think I can't talk today. Excuse me. I think maybe I'm going to cut those just a little bit shorter. I think they're a little too long. There, that looks better. All right, the only thing is I'm liking it. I think I need to get rid of some of those leaves though. So let me kind of play around with it to make sure I get it the way I want it. Okay, so I think I got a pretty good balance right there. Took out some of those leaves, but I think I'm gonna take some of the Spanish moss anyways and maybe stick some of that in there. I don't wanna make it like too crazy, but maybe just a little bit. Just around the edges of the vase. It's not like gonna like totally stick out, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I think that's gonna be about it. Okay, oh, excuse me. So I probably should have cleaned this up, but I am just gonna finish this video right here. It is done. I am going to put this on my desk at work. I think it turned out really cute. I really like that, like the vase. I think it turned out really nice, and I used my little daisies, so yeah, let me know what you think. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I would love it if you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload. And take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.